What's up everybody, welcome to the video. We're doing a meal prep this week and we're going to do a bit of a mixture of meals so we're not eating the same thing day in, day out. So we're going to prepare a few nice, quick, easy meals. We'll get them going and it'll be part of the new diet, so it's not keto. If you missed that, I'm no longer on keto, it's just a calorie deficit that I'm in. So the first meal, super easy. We've got these chicken breast fillets from Aldi. You can hear a lot of background noise, the kids are upstairs in the bath, so don't worry about that. But we've got the chicken breast from Aldi, and I worked out per kilogram cheaper to buy them in sets of 2 than it was to buy a big pack of 6 or 7. So I'm not sure how they're working that out, but it's good for me because it means I can freeze them. I can just take 2 out when I want to use them. So for now we're going to be using 4 of these. This on our tray here. Okay, I've just had to put this glove on before I'm handling all of this because I've got an injury through cutting through my finger with a big pair of scissors, which is not advisable and not fun. So I'm wearing this glove just so I don't get the bandage covered in chicken and stuff like that, but also for cross-contamination purposes. It's easy to just wash my hands with this glove on than it is with a porous bandage. Okay, so we've got our 4 fillets there. All I'm going to say with these is you can season them to taste. You can put some barbecue on, paprika, whatever you want to do. I like to keep this quite simple because I like the taste of the actual meat. Just score each one of these. 3 little scores through the middle. So it gets cooked all the way through. Seasoning gets in there. And I'm taking this ground sea salt and black pepper. I'm just going to coat it in that. We're just going to wrap this here like this. We've got our preheated oven. Okay, and that is on, it's a fan assisted oven, it's on 160, and we're going to leave that in for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then we're going to uncover it and give it another 5 minutes just to crisp that top up, and that'll be our chicken done. And what we're putting with the chicken is, we've got some spinach here which we're going to use as part of our chicken dish and the fish dish that we'll be doing. Just fill our pan of water, and this works out with all the meals, it works out approximately 50 grams of spinach in each. It'll be once it's cooked up. Now the chicken is 300 grams that we're going to use per meal, which is roughly 2 fillets. That's 318 calories, 3.3 grams of fat, 0 carbs because it's our chicken, fresh chicken, and 24 grams of protein, which is a nice amount of protein per meal. The spinach itself, 50 grams per portion, that's only 13 calories, 0.4 grams of fat, 0.3 grams of carbs, and 1 gram of protein, which every little helps. So that's our spinach on and our chicken in the oven. What we're going to have with that is some pilau rice. Now you can get this Uncle Ben's, things like that, it's roughly about the same. The reason I get this is it's in Lidl and it's about 50p, so it's like half the price you usually get Uncle Ben's when it's on offer. In 125 grams of this there's only 197 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, 36 grams of carbs, but only 0.5, less than 0.5 of them are sugars, so it's all good carbs, and 4.6 grams of protein. So we're going to divide that up, and there's going to be half in each meal with the chicken. They take literally 2 minutes in the microwave with this, a 2 centimetre tear, 2 minutes in the microwave once you've broken it all up, and then pour it on. So nice and easy for that. So our next dish is a bit more labour intensive, and we are using lean pork mince. Now, the camera down a bit, and mind, hopefully we're still in shot. We're using this 5% lean pork mince. We're using the 5% because we are off the keto now, so we're looking more to save our calories and things like that. And what we're going to use in our pan is this fry light stuff. This is the coconut oil one. It's not much difference between the other one, but we were using this because we were on keto before, and it's what we've got left over. So it's 1 calorie per spray, but it's quite a negligible amount, so I just cover the pan with quite a few sprays. We'll cover the pan in the spray, 6 or 7. And we're just going to break this mince up into the pan. Try not to throw it in as one big block, because if it cooks as one block it's hard to separate later. Try and break it up as you're putting it in. We'll cook that up on a low heat until it browns all the way through. Not too fast so as to burn it on one side, but just so it's nicely evenly cooked all the way through, and there's no pink left in that meat. Okay, our mince is cooked quite the way through, so what we're going to add to that is half a tin of these chopped tomatoes here. Any old generic chopped tomatoes, approximately half a tin. That works out at 2 grams of protein, 6 grams of carbs and 37 calories. We'll have to add that to the total at the end because I didn't initially work out including tomatoes. And we're also going to add in 50 grams of chopped onions, which is here, which roughly half out we're going to allow for 25 grams per portion. It might not be exact that, but we're eating both the meals, it's going to roughly weigh out the same. Now if you want to add any flavourings or extra stock, now's the time to do that. Maybe some vegetable stock, some ox or whatever you fancy, just add that in. Make sure you add them calories on. Now it's not exactly pasta, we've used this before when we've done the keto stir fry and things like that. If you've not seen that, check out the videos at the end of this. This is a soybean spaghetti. It was available in Aldi, but it was on special, so I'm not sure if it's a common thing that's in all the time. But it's worth keeping an eye out for. It's a soybean spaghetti, especially if you're on any sort of low carbohydrate diet, because per 100 grams of this, there's only 13 grams of carbs, which is half the entire packet. I've mentioned in the other videos as well, so it's worth noting here that on the back of this it says don't reheat it. I assume that's just a flavour thing on their part, because when you cook it fresh it does taste nicer. But I've reheated it 2 or 3 minutes in the microwave with a sprinkle of water over the top, and it's reheated perfectly, especially if you've got a good mince and sauce that's going with it. Right, now all that's cooking and waiting for things to cook, we're going to do the simplest meal now. This is the quickest one, so if you were just doing this would take you 2 minutes, no problems at all. So what we're doing for this meal, we're going to get our tubs, and we've got these pre-packed, ready to eat, peppered smoked mackerel fillets and piri-piri smoked mackerel fillets. These are picked up from Aldi, less than £2 each. I can't remember the exact price. If I can, it'll be on the screen now. There's nothing there, I can't remember, or I couldn't find the price. So we're going to divvy these up. There is 200 grams in each packet, and we're just going to put about 100 grams in each, and we're going to lay that on a bed of whole grain rice. Similar to the pillow rice that I showed you before, same sort of price. There's a slight calorie difference with this one. So this whole rice is 215 calories for half a pack, 3.5 grams of fat, 38.5 grams of carbohydrates, and 5 grams of protein. It's one done and the other one's in. Just be careful when you rip this off. If you do it quick, you avoid that rush of steam, which can burn your hands. Trust me, a bit of a shake will break it up. Take 2 of these tubs here. I'm just going to kind of 50-50 in. You know what? I'll cut straight through the centre of the mackerel as well. And we know it's open. And we've already halved it, just with our scissors, simply like that. Pour this in here. So obviously, depending on your tub size, you might have to break this up a bit. Or if you want to slice it up and make it look all fancy, feel free to that. And that's lovely, that's a meal done, that's 2 meals done there. 2 simple meals. And them meals themselves are, let's find our stats for that. So the pepper whole spinach, altogether in one of these tubs, is 531 calories, 27.2 grams of fat, 52.2 grams of carbs, and 27.3 grams of protein in one of these little tubs. Tap this out. That's including the 5% we flick all over the bench. We put smack bang through centre plastic and mackerel and everything. And then we're just going to tip this out and layer it over our rice here. Now, because the piri-piri ones are slightly different from the peppered steak ones, in this meal we have 546 calories, 29.7 grams of fat, 53.6 grams of carbs, and 26.7 grams of protein. Now there's a lot of fat in these, so I'm living and learning again with you, so we'll see how that plays out on the macros, because we're recording all of our calories intake per day and see where we have to compensate that everywhere else to get our macros right. If it doesn't work out, we might have to give this a miss next time. So next ready to box up is our spaghetti bolognese with our not pasta. I'll pop that on them scales because they're also heat proof, which is awesome. not plugging them, I don't want to. So let's divvy this up, and then we have our mince, which is going on top of here. Then we have 2 spaghetti bologneses. Now one of these meals contains 660 calories, 18.7 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, that's down to the low carb pasta, 97 grams of protein. Now that's a lot of protein in one dish. Again, these are all trial and error, and we might not use them, we'll see. So first one in and last one out is our chicken. So this is cooked through now. We've checked the centre just to make sure it's fully cooked all the way through. We're going to do the same with our pila rice. Again, catch that's enough. Quick grip with that so the steam escapes without going all over your hand. And then we're going to split this out between the 2 tubs evenly. We're just going to layer our chicken over the top of that. There we go. Okay, that's not quite finished, spinach. Blob around on top. Took the longest, but definitely worth it. One of these meals contains 528 calories, 7.2 grams of fat, 49 grams of carbs, and 29.6 grams of protein. So there we have about 5 days of meals that I'm going to have this week. So I hope that helped you out a little bit. If you liked the video, smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks again for watching. See you later.